Hey guys, I'm going to try something a little different, a little bit of fun. This is going to be some vehicles I got sitting around, like over here on my dresser. You never see it, and actually it's a mess, so I'm not going to show it to you. There's a lot of stuff. There's stuff on my desk that I don't ever bring out. I mean, stuff more than Marvel Legends and that kind of stuff, more than action figures. This currently sits on my desk because I have an idea for it, but haven't implemented it yet. But I have some spice racks from my wife, and I'm going to put this on there eventually. But this is a 1/18 scale TARDIS from Doctor Who. I have the 1/18 scale figures as well. I'm going to put them with it. And this is the Matt Smith one. As you can see inside, it looks like you can see Matt Smith's interior of his TARDIS. It was a fun thing. It was a short-lived series, but it was fun at the same time. So yeah, definitely gonna put that somewhere. What I plan to do with the Spice Racks is I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put some Indiana Jones figures on it, and I thought it was a cool place to display those. And when I get the dedicated shelving, I'll use the same idea, just have it a little more spread out in between the shelves. But anyway. Alright, I'm going to cut this up because it's going to take me going back and forth a lot. So we'll stop it here and I'll come right back. Okay, so these two are two items that sit on my desk for the moment. I'm debating some things with these two. These are from Fun School India, and I originally got these to make customs. This one was going to be Cobra Commander's personal fang, and this one was going to be Stinger Mark II. As I came to find out, though, these are actually worth some money. So now I'm debating what to do with them. I mean, they got a little wear. There's a little bit of yellowing on the plastic, but they're still worth money. See, I was going to put the Vamp Mark II's missile launcher on here. And if you ever mess with these, I mean, it's just a simple hook in there. And did not know this was worth any money. So the debate rages on what I'm going to do with this now. I don't know. I may sell it, not because I'm poor or anything, just because if it's worth as much as I'm seeing, and I'm seeing quite a bit, that might be worth my time. If I want to do that custom of this, I can do it. I did not have my heart set on it, but I can do it. I just can buy a cheaper version. There is a cheaper version in a darker hue. So I'm now debating what I'm gonna do. It's been a debate for quite some time, so maybe I should just shit or get off the pot. But I also have the Devilfish of this as well, and there was the part of the rapid fire motorcycle. So yeah, there's quite a bit to consider in this. So yep. All right. Hey folks, continuing on, I decided I would go up here on that top shelf and the main top of the bookcase. I've done the little town. I think you've seen it. I've done a couple of videos on that. So I thought I'd get around to some of the other stuff that's up there. One is, and you can't really see it, I can see it, is my mini X-Wing. These two have been up there a while. I just really had them up there, and this is my opportunity to take them down, but I thought I'd show them anyway. You've seen these two before, Masterverse. I just wanted some kind of He-Man representation up there. And so that was it. This is, of course, the USS Enterprise. I've started, and you can't really see it. Pause while I adjust. Okay, sorry about that. I should have set the camera before I put it down. But anyway, as you can see here, I started doing the undercoat in the lines here, and what I was going to do was a glossy light gray over top of that. This is, of course, from Star Trek movie. It's a very simple model. It wasn't hard to... I mean, I got it at Walmart. I think you can still get it at Walmart. You know, I was just going to do some real simple painting on it, and you know, then there's decals you can put on it that I need to put on. But yeah, so I started it, haven't finished it. It kind of got put to the side. I got the paint beside my bed. You know, it's like, it's there, it's just I've not brought it out to finish it. So I will probably finish it soon. I feel a little overwhelmed lately, just with a lot of stuff going on. There's some projects I've set to the side. If you kind of notice, I have a paint. If you ever really paid attention, I have a painting table over there. It's loaded with stuff I haven't painted. And you know, I had to get new glasses and everything, so that made things a little bit tricky. So I also have a next gen Enterprise that I had put together, put up there, and it got knocked down by one of my cats, believe it or not, who jumped up there. Damn it, Joey. Oh. So, you know, I've done a video on this, and so it's not like it hasn't been seen before. Check how I am. Alright. Mild adjust. Okay, and Coronation Starscream, I got it at Ollie's. Cool find. I liked it, so, you know, I have it, and there he is. I think he's pretty cool. He sits up in the little town there just because, you know, I was just wanting to put him up somewhere. And, okay, so I'm going to move these two out of the way because they come down now. Alright, and let me see. Of course, up there as well is my Headless Horseman. Again, have to adjust. And again, I just really like this, and I want it to have a good place. Sometimes my wife doesn't even see it up there, because I got him facing forward because just the way the shelf is set up, and thought about making changes to that, and I may, but not this day. I'll say it that way. Alright, so let me put you back here. Of course, the cape's covering up everything on the horse anyway, so. And of course, yeah, this does not want to stay. So next we got Masterverse Battle Cat. Got that for $12 on Amazon. Right after I got this 40th anniversary He-Man, and I just have him riding on that. He does not sit as well as he should on that, but you can make it work. And he dropped his shield on the way, so I'll fix that later. Let me move him out of the way. Let me get... The other one is, I'm a big fan of cars. Had to get Mater. And it's not even in the camera shot. Hold on. So anyway, this is Mater. I love this thing because...
Hey buddy, you need a tow? Tow Mater, average intelligence.
That's, of course, is from Cars 2, but it's a lot of fun. Wow, didn't mean this very finally, but okay. This is Cthulhu. This is from WizKid Games. It came unpainted. I did this myself. This is my paint job, and it's many layers of paint, obviously. And I have to admit, I don't toot my own horn about my painting, but I do like the way this turned out because I just think it's just really creepy and awesome looking at the same time. I like the texturing in the wings. I like that yellow color that I've never seen on Cthulhu. It's just a dull mustard color, and then the gray over top of it just makes it look pretty awesome. And then, of course, waves. I mean, again, it's not often I talk about my painting, but that one, I really thought that one just turned out really fantastic. And I've always tried to keep it out somewhere, because it's probably one of my favorite paint jobs ever. Okay, so I got to put all this stuff back up, and then I'll get some more stuff. Okay, so continuing on, this from the bookcase you guys never see because there's a mess over there. It's a small bookcase, but I have a few things on it, and these are all dusty as hell. I pulled them down just for this video. His first up is Secret Agent Cthulhu plushie. I just always thought this was hilarious. This was in my comic shop, and when I closed it, I just kept it because nobody ever bought it. Now, I mean, I just thought it was hilarious. I mean, I still have the tag on it. Yeah, it was originally 30 bucks. I just thought it was funny, and so that's why I kept it. And he's always kind of flumping over and flopping, but I always thought he was kind of cool. You know, there was a Summer Vacation Cthulhu that came out right before this that people seem to like a lot better. I like the Secret Agent one myself. I just thought it was hilarious. This is a little something. It's not a collectible, but it's something near and dear to my heart, that I do keep up there too. This is from my first grade teacher. She gave all the students this. She handmade these for all the students, and everybody got you know, some letter, or in my case, WH for whale, because she knew I liked whales, and I do. I like whales. I like whales a great deal. I'm always fascinated by whales, but you know, she just gave that to me because, you know, she just gave it to all of us. Every one of us got one. I don't know if anybody in my first grade class still has theirs. I've always kept this pretty close to me though, because it just means a lot. Okay, now I had to move the camera slightly for these next two items. First up is this dino, which I think is one of my favorite dinos. It's not a Jurassic Park. A lot of people try to argue with me it is, but it's not. I don't know the origin of it. I bought it at a yard sale for $3. And just love it. The leathery skin is a little torn here, but you know, other than that, it's in pretty good shape. The articulation is pretty weak on it, but he just looks cool. And that's the point. He should look cool as a T-Rex. And then, finally, this needs some major dusting. And I may need to adjust the camera. The original Doom Tower. This is from the Secret Wars line, of course, and I like it. I like it a lot. I do have the guns that go on the side. The clips are broken, so I don't put them in there because they'll get lost. And as you can see, it needs a lot of dusting. I probably should have dusted it before I brought it on camera, but you know what? It's okay. But yeah, I have always really dug this thing. I just thought it was all cool. I used it with my 1/18th scale Marvel figures for a long time. I would have done it on the current display, but it won't fit into that shelf. At least, not with the cannons on top. Maybe I should take the cannons off and consider that. But, you know, anyway. Especially since, you know, I can't keep the guns in the clips. So, you know, there's that. But I really love it. I just really think it's a really fun piece, and so I love having it in my collection. Ta-da! Okay, I'm back, and we all know what this is. This is the Vanguard. This sits on my dresser, and that's where it's gonna live. We got the missile launcher on it. I mean, we've gone over this fairly recently, so I don't feel the need to talk about it too much, other than to say, yes, it sits out somewhere in my display. My dresser is a kind of catch-all for a lot of things. For instance, this is, I was trying to figure out how this is going to work. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to move the Vanguard and continue, but give me a moment. And this is the legacy version of the Snowspeeder. I like it because it's scaled a little better, and it's got a lot of better features. I do have the tow rope, even though I don't have it on here. And I keep meaning to put Luke and Dak in here. I have both Luke and Dak. But you know, sometimes I just like it sitting on something. This is the one that got displaced though. This is it's sitting in a very odd spot right now. So I have to figure out where it goes next because the Vanguard came in and moved it. So as the Vanguard moved a lot of things. But you know, I really do like this upgrade to the Snowspeeder. Yeah, I have the original Snowspeeder from the original Kenner line as well, but I do like this one better. I just think it looks better overall. It looks much more to the movie. But, you know, that's my opinion. So when I came up with this, I really thought I was going to be able to, you know, do this all in one shot. And I'm realizing as I go, I have to reset the shots. So that's not going to work out. But this is, of course, the Batmobile. I've just did a video on that fairly recently with the Adam West Batman and the Burt Ward Robin. Love this, you know, this. Technically it's 1/12 scale, but it's a little underscaled. But this and the Vanguard are my two 1/12 scale vehicles, and that's probably going to be all I do in 1/12 scale. And Batman's cape is bunching up, but whatever. You know, I just got that sitting on my desk because I love that era of Batman. In fact, my wife loves this era of Batman too. I've got her this Batmobile and Batman and Robin, and they are sitting in she's got hers still in the box whereas mine is out loose. So, you know, we both do things differently. And that's the fun of being married, is you can do things differently. She's got a lot of stuff still in the box, but most of her stuff stays in the box except for a few items that she just likes to take out. But, you know, to each their own. Okay, and then there's this. I will say, to do this part of the collection video, there was a little bit of inspiration from Toy Games because he showed off his Masterpiece Prime. This is my Masterpiece Prime, and this is the very first Masterpiece Prime. I think he had the second or the third release that had to stand with it, that had voice messages that I did like, but I was like, I bought this. I think his also has some improvements, but you know, this one has some jankiness, like the arm, as you can see, the arms have pistons right there. And if you go too far with it, they can come out. So you have to kind of be careful with that. I think, what's the legs? Maybe it's just the arms. Okay, but yeah, you got to be careful with it. He's got some metal. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me try this. Yeah, my lens cap. The chest does open up. And the matrix. If I can get it open. I remember this always being a problem. And there's the matrix inside his chest. So, you know, it's a cool toy. Awesome toy. One of my favorites, actually. I don't have many Transformers. I have this and Coronation Starscream. The rest are probably, I've got a few more that are probably going to go up for sale. Because I like Transformers, but I don't love Transformers. And yes, this can transform. I transformed him once. And I said that's enough. It's a very complicated transformation. But yeah, it works. So I would not recommend it. These events actually move. Thought that was cool. He has the laser axe, and Megatron has a gun. Both of those are somewhere else. I never got the Megatron for this, and that would be my last Transformers if I could get the Megatron in this. Been meaning to get it. Almost got it twice. A couple of times I've seen it and it's like way too expensive, so you know, I haven't bit the bullet yet, but the intention's there. I'll say that. Again, this is probably one of my favorite pieces in the collection, next to something that's coming up soon. I don't know how I'm going to film this. This is going to be difficult, so we'll see together. So this is going to be difficult. This is the Legacy AT-AT Walker. I'll never forget getting it. It was on a trip, and I was coming home, and I just said, screw it, I'm getting it. And so I got it. There you see these, which go into there. I just keep them in somewhere else to make sure they don't get lost. I do believe that is supposed to, let me double check. I think that's supposed to be, yeah, Luke. That's Luke, and I believe that's Han there. And Stormtrooper disguises. Let me try to light it up here. Okay, that's better. I always like the interior of this. I mean, it just looks so cool. You know, I just really liked it. And there's just so many pieces to it. I mean, it's just wild. The cockpit actually has room for 5 figures. I always thought that was really awesome. This is just pure awesome. I mean, that's all I can say. I just really loved this from the get-go, and it's just a really nice piece. It's huge. It's freaking massive. I mean, really. You see the figures in it. I mean, and yeah, I've never put this thing in storage. It's always been somewhere, just because it's so damn big. I mean, it's really hard to store something like this huge. It's probably the biggest toy I own, to be perfectly honest, and I'm kind of happy with that. You know, but yeah, it's just, and it's dusty. I admit it's dusty, but it's also super cool. Okay, and then this sits on top of the AT-AT. Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. I believe this is the Power of the Force 2 version. It is a little dusty. I need to dust it off, but I really like this. My daughter's bedroom has my TIE Interceptor, which I really love too. And then I need to, the two I need are the TIE Bomber and the TIE Fighter, and I keep debating what TIE Fighter to get. I've not got a TIE Bomber yet. I've seen it a few times in the store, you know, a few times over the years, and I've said, oh, I really need one of those, and I've just not bit the bullet on it. So, you know, one of these days I'll go to a toy show and just get it. I mean, very few things I want in Star Wars, but you know, that I need a cool X-Wing. Never got one of the cool X-Wings, and never got the Y-Wing. Those are the ones I really probably want to get and have not gotten. But you know, at least I got Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. No, Darth is not in it, but I still think it's cool. And last thing, I did not intend for. I intended for the AT-AT to be the last thing, but you know, filming it was just so complicated. So instead, will be this. Love this thing for a lot more reasons than just what it is. It's from The Mandalorian, of course, and I've got it loaded up with vintage and new era Stormtroopers. So, you know, I just mixed it up. I didn't care. It's Stormtroopers, man. And there's some inside as well that are, I don't know if I can really get a good look at them. Yeah, they're kind of lying down. So let me see if I can get a light one. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, there's some more in there. Yeah, I've got quite a few Stormtroopers. There's an AT-AT driver in there too. I need to put an AT-AT. Whoops. My bad. So the story behind this, and this, I've not put this away. I've not even thrown the box away. I think I still have the box. We were watching Honest Trailers, and you know, there's a scene in there where they showed this for the Mandalorian, and it's like the epic voice guy goes, "Squee, that's the toy I had when I was a kid." I went, "Yeah, that's what I said too." So my wife, without me even asking, my next birthday, boom, there it was. And I was like, "You gotta be kidding me." And she's like, No, you said you had this when you were a kid. I was, well, no, but I did like it. I got the updated one later on at a toy show, the one that didn't have electronics. And you know, I was like, I don't know, maybe 25, 30, I don't know, somewhere in that range. So yeah, I never had the original as a kid, so this, I just like it. I just think it's cool. You know, it's kind of silly, but in a good way. So, you know, I was really happy she got it for me. I wasn't going to pay the 45 bucks at the time. I think she got it on a Prime Day deal for about 30. Still think that's too much, but you know, that's better than 45. So I didn't really ask her what price she paid. I do like it. It sits right under my AT-AT. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, right? It's about to get stepped on. Well, that's Imperials for you. Okay, so I covered some various stuff that sits around the room in my collection, that sits in various places. I mean, I got some other stuff, you know. I mean, you know, you guys see this all the time whenever I do a 1/18 scale something, because I just like it as a background. And I mean, you know, I don't really need to go into that. I did a whole video on it. I thought it was cool. So that's kind of a set piece for me. I can't think of anything of monumental interest that's not been seen previously, I guess is what I'm getting at. Oh, well, did you know the Reaper, my semi-customized Reaper and Mython's mug sit right beside my filming area, as does Wally. Always they're around somewhere, just off camera. I make sure of it. So yeah, that's some more looking at my collection. I'm enjoying this run. I'm getting into some fun stuff now, so it's gonna get kind of interesting. So you guys keep tuning in, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff like subscribe, comment, whatever. And you guys have a good day.